I almost talked myself out of adventure riding. Not because I didn't want to do it, but because I believed something that sounded reasonable and smart at the time. Well, it turns out that belief held me back far longer than lack of skill ever could. In this video today, I want to talk to you about the biggest lie that new adventure riders believe, why it sounds so convincing, but quietly keeps riders stuck and prevents them from taking their first step. When I first got into adventure riding, I did it all wrong, okay? I bought a bike that was probably too big for me. I didn't have enough safety gear. I didn't have any friends that rode. And honestly, I hadn't been off-road much myself. So I started probably a lot like you. I went to the internet. I went to YouTube. I went to Facebook. I joined as many riding forums as I could and watched as many videos like this as I could get. All of those videos gave me a lot of information, but they also did something that I don't think they were intended to do. They introduced me to this lie that held me back for far too long. The lie that I believed, and that I think a lot of you out there are believing today, is this: you need to gain experience before you start riding. Now, I know that that sounds reasonable, right? It sounds smart when you think about it, but the biggest question that most riders have when it comes to this is, how do I gain experience before I start? And that in itself is a reasonable question. See, in the process of giving new riders all the information about how to do things, we forget that it produces one result that we didn't really intend, and that is fear. Fear is a real barrier for new riders getting into the adventure community. I learned this the hard way myself, and I've seen it 100 times. You get all geared up for a new adventure. You buy the motorcycle and you buy the safety gear, you get everything that you need to get started. You talk about it to your friends, and then inevitably, you just don't do it. And I think a lot of that is caused by this internal anxiety about, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know that I have what it takes. Everyone's telling me I need experience, but I don't have any of that. And so what that inadvertently does is it keeps riders stuck in a place where they can't take the first step. I wanna reassure you, if that's you today, there's nothing wrong with you. It's normal. It's absolutely normal to have a barrier, to be concerned about wrecking your bike or breaking something or getting lost on a trail. If you don't know how to use navigation, like, how would you know? It's completely normal to feel that way. It's not normal to stay there. Here's what you need to know. Real experience doesn't come from reading or watching, it comes from riding. There's absolutely no substitute for seat time on an adventure bike. No matter how easy or how difficult the terrain is, from gravel roads to like super difficult rock ledges or water crossings, the real experience is earned, not learned beforehand. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't prepare yourself and set realistic expectations for your adventure. But the good news is you can do that at your own pace, right? You can learn at the pace that you need to be going. Like, if you're nervous, start slow. Find an easy gravel road somewhere by your house and take a ride on it. Like I said, don't go too fast. Take your time until you feel how that bike responds to the terrain you're on. But you'll find as you do it again and again, you'll get more confident. You'll gain experience right in your backyard. If you're a confident person, then push yourself a little bit and have fun with it. There's nothing wrong with that either. The important thing is that you start. Don't be like those people who put all the effort in to plan and get their things together, and they sit on it and it never happens, and they miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. You know what beginners really need? They need support. I want to encourage you that if you're wanting to get into adventure riding, to find your people that can help you along that journey. You don't have to do it by yourself. Get on forums like on Facebook or YouTube. Get on community pages. Ask questions. One of the things that I love about the adventure community is they're so inviting. They're some of the most knowledgeable people, and they're willing to share that knowledge with new riders, because having new people and more people in the sport is good for all of us. And so what I want to do, and I think there's a lot of people like me, is we want to open the doors for new riders, and we want to welcome those people in and help them along the road. So yeah, get on those forums, ask questions, go to rallies, and take rides with other groups. Like I told you the story about my experience at my first rally. That's really where I gained the confidence to go on the next ride, was from just being around a group of people who they wanted me to be successful, and they were going to make sure I was. Look guys, I'm not going to lie to you. You're probably going to crash your bike at some point. You're probably going to break something at some point. Look, that's adventure riding. That's the sport you're wanting to get into. But if you set realistic expectations for yourself and you surround yourself with a group of people who want to see you succeed, it's okay. Like, you can manage it. Trust me. I was there. I've been there. Like I said in other videos, man, I've crashed my bike I don't know how many times. And I've, broken like motorcycle parts and gear, and it's all part of the learning experience that we have. Every time that we go out, we learn and we gain confidence. And that's the way it's supposed to be. So for new riders, the advice I give you is to start at your pace and find a group of people that can help you on that adventure. Look, if you're waiting to feel ready before you start adventure riding, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just listening to the wrong people. Every single rider that you admire started the same way, by getting out there, making mistakes, and getting better one ride at a time. The truth is, you don't earn experience before you start. You earn it by starting. So don't wait until you feel confident. Ride in ways that build confidence and let experience catch up later.